Alright, we are already walking back into the game. That's Kinguin versus Gamers2. Kicking off a little bit early. Because we got some info that the doctor will be taking care of Rain for quite a bit of time. But they actually started without, well, I don't want to say everyone's knowledge, but without my knowledge. And so yeah, I had to interrupt the ads from running. I hope the sponsors don't get too mad at us. Sorry guys. Well, Gamers2 versus Kinguin. We are live with the pistol round as the knife round are already finished. And yeah, that mess with Rain's foot, I'll have to focus, so don't mind me if the commentary is not the best during the first round and if I like make mistakes. But the thing is, Rain's foot got an infection, and the doctor told him he has to have a surgery. So after the game, right after the game, he's going to the hospital to have a surgery performed on his foot, and that's a big thing, and he's still playing with that. So alright, Kinguin might be like suffering on that in their gameplay, but let's hope not. And there we go. Pistol round is on. We have 2 on 3 in favor of Kinguin, but now Gamers2 bringing it back, and now the map is gonna get reloaded. So yeah, I think it wasn't live or something like that. The teams spoke to each other, and it's not gonna be counted. I mean, this round is not gonna be counted. So let me find out what's going on, because I don't at the moment. Well, alright. Waiting for an answer. Alright, so that's not a big thing. We'll just be replaying the pistol round right after the map loads. One of the coaches was not in the coach mode on the spectators, so he could give info to his team about what was going on. Like, he could see the enemies. That's not a thing that should happen, so the map got reloaded, and we'll be kicking off with a pistol round as quickly as possible. Alright, so, well, there's not much to talk about right now, since the match got interrupted like mid-pistol round, mid-first round, so cannot discuss any economy, any other approach of one of the teams to the match, because there's none. Map just didn't start. So yeah, waiting for the broadcast to start, and then I'll start talking again. So let's hang out for a second, and we'll be getting into the pistol round as quickly as possible. Alright, so we're getting straight into the pistol round, skipping the knife. And there we go, once again the pistol round. But most probably, Gamers2 are gonna do a different thing than they did. So it's not good, it's never good when you have to remake the match. But yeah, waiting. Yeah, we have to wait for the coaches to join now. That joke. I don't even. Innocent says nothing is worse than this day of Counter-Strike. Probably Gamers2 just had some problems throughout the day. And Mini says like, your face is worse. That's horrible. That's awful. Innocent is quite pretty, I would say. Well, Gamers2 versus Kinguin. Continuing on map number 2, that's Overpass on Mirage. Kinguin succeeded. They got the victory. And that pistol round, they just destroyed Gamers2 right here. Not really much to talk about. They just came in, got all the frags so quickly. And that's it. 1-0. Well, come on, guys. Don't be such homophobes. Oh, nah, just kidding. I have a girlfriend anyway. Alright, so Gamers2 buying up Tech 9s and Kevlars, but not all of them actually. Take a look at Maniz. He only has a Tech 9 and a couple nades in his hands. He'll throw that smoke, but it will not do any good for Gamers2. They just lose people very quickly. That's a 4-on-1, and Maniz, the last man standing right now, will have to drop. Doesn't have a Kevlar. Even if he picks up a weapon, won't be able to do too much. And there we go. 2-0 in favor of Kinguin right now. And Kinguin looking very good in terms of money, but actually Scream had to rebuy a weapon. They only lost a man in each round, so him sitting on $100 only is kind of a weird thing. But well, there we go. Rain pushing it up with the MP7. Wanted to say UMP for a second, and it's not the case right here. He gets one frag with a nade instead. Michael and Scream get a frag each, and Hütten to come in with that mighty P90. 3-0 in favor of Kinguin right now, but Gamers2, this is the time when they will pick up their weapons into their hands, and they can finally fight on equal rights. And there we go. Let's see what Gamers2 have to show, have to say in this round. Well, Sparrow down to 76 points of health straight away. And Rain also sitting on 49. So actually a slight advantage for Gamers2. Now that's a great nade from Fox, but he doesn't really know that there's someone there waiting behind the smoke. There's still a scout in the hands of Michael and they lose Fox. That's a huge advantage for Gamers2 actually. Hütten will walk right into the crosshair of Mihu. It doesn't go down. That's a lucky thing for Kinguin. But they already are one map up. And this is their own map. So Kinguin definitely looking very good walking into this overpass. And he's gonna get sprayed down through that wooden wall. Scream knows everything about the map and knows that when someone throws an aid from there, he has to be standing in that point, in that exact spot. And the knees falls to Hütten. Hütten still hangs with that P90 and finds 2 frags, in a sense, to kill him, finally. And that's a 3-on-2. And Kinguin actually coming out on top with Scream, securing 2 frags through the smoke. So there we go, 4-0 in favor of Kinguin. That might be a very quick map, actually, because Kinguin, they looked very pretty. They looked very strong on Mirage. And now here on Overpass, this is their own map of choice. Gamers2 already lost 3 maps in a row because they lost 0-2 to Public Layer just before that patch. Their morale must be a little bit down, and Kinguin looking so strong. I actually want to, after a half or something like that, want to check the stats of Rain to see if the foot infection did influence his gaming. His level of play. So, there we go. Round number 5 underway. Of course, Gamers2 with pistols as they lost the previous one. That was a 4, that was a gun round. There we go, Hütten with 1, with 2, and we'll be looking for more. He gets 3. Now looking for the quad kill, but he cannot get the ace anymore, as Fox got the entry frag. He's with one. But that will be it. Michael Elliott to finish the round off. That's 5-0 in favor of Kinguin. A huge start to the map. Of course, they're kicking off on the better side, on the CT side, but 5-0 is already a thing. And that's a great kickstart. Gamers2 from the bottom now. They will have to regain control. And there we go, Michael Elliott to shot Mouse down. How do you win a round, actually? If you get slapped left and right. There we go, Michael Elliott at least down to 54 points of health. So that might be a thing for Gamers2. Let's wait and see. Minis also hit by a bit. And Mihu trying to shoot it down. Oh, that's innocent with a frag. That's a little bit of something for Gamers2. And Minis comes in. Oh, he whiffs the shot! That was a very easy one, but he was moving, so the recoil was a little bit too big. That's a man advantage for Kinguin. And they'll be waiting for more. No aggressive pushes coming in from them just yet, so they're not risking anything. They still have smokes, they still have mollies to protect the sites. Rain coming in from behind. That's the guy who went for an aggressive push, and it worked out perfectly fine for him. Now Mika will try to come in to clutch this round. Innocent with a little bit of help. That's a 2-on-2. And it was a 2-on-4 just a second ago. So they brought it back very quickly. Mihu heard Rain walking through that pipe. And he'll get one. But now he has to kill Michael Elliott. But Michael Elliott with an AWP in such close range. No chance of winning the fight. 5-1 in favor of Kinguin. And Gamers2 finally getting a round back. No, I'm not the one with the drum covers of Lamb of God, but... Wow, that's interesting. I never heard that. I sound similar to someone who makes drum covers on YouTube, most probably. That's something new to me. Someone already mentioned I sound like Bear Grylls right here, so that's also interesting. Well, the man of many faces. But anyway, we have a 4-on-4. A frag for Gamers2. Sparrow managed to kill Michael Elliott, but then Scream with an answer. Rain coming in for a surprise. Mouse actually expected him to come from there, but didn't win the fight anyway. Rain had a chance of taking 2 frags, but 1 is already okay. If they just win this round, Gamers2 will be broke. Their economy will be nothing. They lost 5 rounds, they won 1, and if they lose now, they once again will have only 1,400 income. We'll have to build up from the start. And that's Hütten and Scream to finish them off. No, that's just depressing for Gamers2 at the moment. No positive words I can say at the moment. Just look at that. 1,700 on Sparrow, 1,900 on Minis, 1,400 on Mouse. He has nothing to play with. No kills at all. Actually, take a look at that. 7 rounds into the match. Mouse has no frags. Only 1 in the hands of Sparrow. So Kinguin is destroying Gamers2 at the moment. And Rain is still here to stop them. He drops the bomb too. Sparrow got blocked by one of his teammates. On top of that, Mouse still... Oh, actually he found that frag. I thought it went to Sparrow, but he got that first frag on them up. Great. But still, they lose it. That's 7-1 in favor of Kinguin. The hype is real, but it's actually not. On the other hand, you can see 6,700 on Hütten. That's quite a bit of money, and even if Kinguin lose a round now, they will have very much money to play with. And Gamers2, they are the ones struggling. It's a do or die every single time for them. Oh, there we go. Michael has spotted one guy. Actually, I don't think he killed the one he wanted to. But Sparrow died anyway. So that's a great thing. And Minis got hit through him. He lost 50 points of health. Was it him? Well, I think it was. Yep, that was exactly him, because he popped up right here in the ladder. So he went through Squeak. So he's the guy that Michael was actually aiming at. That's incredible. And that's actually why that one guy, it was Scream I think, went down to Minis. Because they were expecting him to be dead. They killed one guy right there, and Michael thought it was him. But Sparrow acted as living shield. And just like that, Gamers2 off to a good start in this round number 9, I'm sorry. Looking to win it. Got the bomb planted. It's a 3-on-2. It was a 4-on-2 just a second ago, but still doesn't matter. They managed to kill Fox, and Rain with only 19 points of health, the last man alive. And there we go. The bomb's gonna go off. And Rain with 8 frags right now. It doesn't seem like this foot infection did affect his play too much. So not a bad thing. But as I mentioned already, right after the game, Raid is going to a hospital to have a surgery performed on his foot. So there we go, 7-2. Still in favor of Kinguin, but Gamers2 got a round back. So they are very much motivated to not lose this one right here. Because if they do, once again, the economy is broken. Once again, they have to build up the bank. Once again, they will be able to buy up finally at some point. But that's not the way to win the map. That's not the way to get points in the league. There we go, Maniz with an imaginary gun walking in. I'm gonna try to pew, but without a real gun in. Oh, he finds it! Somehow the gun materializes in his hands and now he can kill someone. Great. So down to a 3-on-2 in favor of Gamers2, and the bomb got planted. So there we go, Hitten and Fox trying to retake the site. They do have one defuse kit. So it is highly likely that they will be able to retake it and defuse the bomb, but the thing is, they have to get the frags first. And that's not so easy. Innocent with 2. That's 7-3 in favor of Kinguin, but Gamers2, they strung 2 rounds together. And Kinguin are forced into an eco. So it's looking very good for Gamers2. They will most probably be able to get yet another round. And Kinguin, and that's 7 rounds. Gamers2 can still make it 8-7 and win the T side. That's a thing that doesn't happen too often. So they definitely would be very happy with it. Alright, so let's see an entry. Another entry for Gamers2 actually, as Maniz finds Michael. Now Foxy is the guy to bring him down, but he's gonna fall. No weapon picked up. He was just trying to do that, and just like that, he walked right into the crosshair of Miho. Sparrow is waiting for Hitten right here. That will be the easiest frag of his life. And Scream, the last man standing. What is he gonna do? He's not going the way of the site. Is he trying to pick up that weapon? Or is he trying to get some exit frag? Because I don't think he would want to save a CZ and a flashbang. That's not of a great value. But wouldn't bring him too much for the upcoming round. There goes for the flashbang, and he's looking for Sparrow actually. And he could have got that frag, but not really. Sparrow finishes the round with a triple kill. 7-4. As I said, but now Kinguin with weapons yet again. And the big challenge stands in front of Gamers2. To win this round would mean to make the comeback already. It was 7-1, but it's not Germany versus Brazil anymore. This time it's Kinguin versus Gamers2. And Gamers2 are capable of making a comeback. Brazil wasn't. Go, Maniz. What is going on right here? Maniz was right behind Fox and Hutten, and he was just waiting. Like, hello guys. And killed one, actually. The other frag got stolen, but it doesn't matter. That backstab completely destroyed Kinguin. That's a 5-on-2. The bomb also got planted, and Gamers2, they are exactly on the road to making the comeback. There we go, 3-on-1. Rain, the last man standing. And there we go, Mani's gonna kill him. 7-5, the bomb, is it gonna go off? No. I think it might have dealt some damage to Gamers2. And I'm quite sure they don't want to lose a single weapon. As you can see, Mao's sitting on only 2,600, but Innocent, quite rich right there, quite wealthy. Over 9,000, but we have Kinguin with pistols only. They have one Kevlar on screen, but that's it. So no huge chances of taking the round. So Gamers2 should be looking at 7-6. 6-7 round, actually. Oh, that's a huge headshot from Hutten. He might pick up that AK-2, but he's a little bit too afraid to walk right into the crosshair of another guy. That's still a good frag, still 5-4. Still, they might be able to overwhelm Gamers2 with numbers, but there goes Fox, and that whole advantage disappears immediately. Maus with a frag on Hutten. Yet another pistol is down. Mihu comes in with a frag on Michaelini. And Rain with a deagle in the water. Might get burned to death. That's actually funny that the fire can burn on water. Actually, no. A real Molotov could also burn on water, I think, because it's gas. I mean, gasoline, so yeah. I'm stupid. Alright, 7-6 in favor of Kinguin, but Gamers2, they got yet another round. And only 2 rounds left in the first half. Hutten, Michaelini, Raid with frags, and we're down to a 4-on-2. Yeah, I know. No one got that I said it with a shortcut. But yeah, it's my fault. Alright. But yeah, just taking more time to read the chat than to watch the round right now. Everyone going with a fail fish. Alright, 4-on-2. And Gamers2, I don't think they should be trying to save up the weapons since they have like 12k on Innocent, for example. So they shouldn't really care about the money too much, and the next round will be the last of the half. But Sparrow goes down, and Mihu in a 1-on-4, no matter what he does, he cannot really win the round at this stage. Was looking for a bomb plant actually, so that could have been something. Yes, I like the failfish spam. So 8-6 in favor of Kinguin right now, and Gamers2 looking at the last round of the first half. Will it be 8-7? Will it be 9-6? whatever it is, Gamers2 putting themselves in a very good spot. They were down 1-7. They made it back all the way to 8-6. He's down as the first guy in the round. Let's take a look at the map, actually. We have 2 people on B. Hitten pushing up a little bit aggressive. Actually, he's on the other side of the wall. Never mind me. There we go. Sparrow looking for that frag. Now, boosted up to put the flowers. Will not really get a frag anymore. A flashbang and a retreat. Tactical retreat from Fox, I think it was. No, it actually was Rain. I'm sorry. And, well, it seems like Gamers2, 3 of them are approaching bomb site A. The nades are going in. That's finally when something's gonna happen, because that round was very passive for so long. 15 seconds left on the clock. Gamers2, they cannot make a single mistake. Mouse is gonna get the bomb plant. Oh my goodness, Michael Ellie. Well, sorry, once again it was Rain. Once again mistaking a guy. Rain shot like a whole mag into the smoke, but couldn't kill the planter. So, it doesn't matter anyway. Gamers2, alright. Any other round, but this was the last round of the half, so they don't get any money for planting the bomb. But that was massive. Rain, he whiffed so much right there. Did let them plant the bomb. Was a big misplay. Still, 9-6 in favor of Kinguin. They kick off on the T side now. The thing is, it's a good score for Gamers2, but they have to win the pistol round. If they don't, Kinguin will have enough rounds on their account to make it work until the end. But let's wait and see. A pistol is very important. There we go, Innocent trying to shoot at a hand, but cannot find it. Finally kills Fox. Was a little bit of struggle after all. Scream with another headshot, but this time this goes the way of Kinguin. That's 2, and they're looking for 3. Hütten gets that frag. Minis now, and Mihu, 2 last man standing. Mihu gets into the site, but doesn't manage to kill Scream as he disappears in the smoke. Now Minis trying to rotate towards the bomb site A, but there comes Michael from behind. 10-6, Kinguin. They got this pistol round. That's massive for them. And now Gamers2 are on the CT side, so they cannot get a bomb plant to boost their money. They will just have to wait it out until round number 19. They'll lose this one and the following one, most probably. But let's see. Only Sparrow buys up a Kevlar. That's also quite interesting. Rain with a frag. There's Rain with another one, but Mouse and Mihu doing a great job finding frags right here. 2 headshot. And a lot of weapons dropped by Kinguin actually, and the weapons will get picked up by Gamers2. The CTs might actually hold this site and win the round. Hütten down to 13 points of health. Mouse and Sparrow quite healthy. And there's that AK in the hands of Michael Ellie though, that might be a threat. And wow, they didn't even buy a lot of Kevlars, only 1 Kevlar in the lineup. And they still manage to do so much. I don't want to say win just yet, but it's looking extremely good. 8 points of health left on Michael Ellie. Not a lot to work with. And he doesn't really know where the other guy is. He knows that Sparrow should be hiding right here behind the sandbags or something like that, but he didn't know where Mouse was. And that's an AK for Sparrow on top of that. So even though they don't have a lot of money, they will be able to fully buy up, because they saved up the weapons after the previous round. And Kinguin, they will go for a force buy because they are aware. And Gamers2 will stick to that MP7, for example. They will be playing with SMGs, but Gamers2 are not. They all buy up the rifles, other than Mozinho, who sticks to that MP7. So yeah, Scream with an AK, Rain with a Galil, Michael Ellie with a Scout. 2 of them playing with P250s. That's Hütten and Fox. Very much a mixed buy. Oh, Sparrow loses a lot of health though. That's dangerous for him. He has to back away. Has to be careful until the ending of the round now. Kinguin will not go down to Mouse. That's, well, actually not the greatest weapon of all, since it's an MP7, but Kinguin finding frags all over the place on bomb site A. They will get the bomb plant too. Now it's looking all the better for them. They pick up the M4s. That AK was probably still there. The Minis, now the last man standing, is in no place to retake the site. Just take a look at this. He's trying to save up the weapon on the T-spawn as the only reasonable play he can go for right now. But as I said at the beginning of this round, Gamers2, even though they won a round, they still don't have a lot of money to play with, which means the upcoming round will be an eco for them. Only Minis will be able to play with a weapon, unless they decide to force it up. Because Kinguin did, and it paid off for them. They didn't lose a single man up until that point. It was a clean sweep. So there we go. Gamers2, CZs, CZs, and CZs all over the place. With the exception of Mihu, who bought up a P250. And we have a Kevlar and Sparrow, so maybe that was an attempt of force buying, but not really. Minis, the only guy fully equipped. He has a defuse kit, he has a set of nades, he has an M4, Kevlar with a helmet too. He's looking very good, but the rest of the team, not at all. What? Mouse just stabbed my knees. That had no rights of happening. I have no idea how that happened. He was not aiming at my knees at all. And there we go, Hutton with a great spray, gets 2 frags, then falls back, so there's no chance for Mousinia to answer. And a 3-on-2 in favor of Kinguin right now. They are taking this bomb site B, but Mouse knows. And throws an 8 right at Skitten. Hutton, what the hell? That just happened to be. Yeah, a lot of people actually criticizing the pronunciation of Hutton, but I was told that's the right way by Swedish people, and I'm gonna stick to it. But I have no idea where that Skitten came from. There we go. 8. Not 8. 12-7 in favor of Kinguin. Yeah, so my brain is pretty much dead right now, making a lot of mistakes. Sorry for that. Anyway, Mihu will try to save up the weapon, and he will. And that's 12-7 in favor of Kinguin. But still, the same situation as Gamers2 after they won a round. They don't have a lot of money, an awful lot of money, because they have a bit of it. More than Gamers2 had. But still, if they lose a round now, they will, once again, have to throw the weapons around, have to play like a mixed buy or something like that. So that's not looking pretty, but the thing is, they don't even want to think about losing a round. That's important. They want to take this map. This is their own map. They won on Mirage already. They are extremely confident that they can win here on Overpass, and they don't want to give a round back. And there we go. Sparrow and Mouse, the 2 last men standing. We have the bomb site B already taken by Kinguin. There are smokes to back them up too. And Mouse actually crosses one of the smokes and finds the frag and Scream, and Fox goes down too. Michael down to 13 points of health, and it looked perfect for Kinguin, but all of a sudden Mouse with a simple push through the smoke makes it all crumble. Michael now the last man standing will also go down to Sparrow. Doesn't manage to do a thing. Well, Gamers2 still with the weapons. Oh, well, what I said actually proves to not be completely true. since Michaelele is the only one that has to play with only a pistol, the rest of them with AKs on a full buy. So they did have enough money to play with, indeed. But Michaelele with no nades at all. He should scavenge that weapon Hutten dropped, but actually finds a frag, so doesn't need to. Or just pick up the weapon after minis. But still, it's a 3-on-4. Kinguin, one man down. And they don't have greatest positions. They haven't taken a site just yet. So they have to help themselves towards one of them. Kill all the people inside and plant the bomb to make it a little bit better. And at that point, Gamers2 will still most probably have a man advantage. But there we go. That's 2 men already. And Michaelele drops Scream left alone. 1 up against 4. What can you do at this stage? Well, you can kill Innocent and go for the challenge, but you won't win the round. Gamers2, 2 rounds in a row right now, so they don't have to worry about the economy at all. While on the other hand, Kinguin will be playing an eco. A couple of P250s, but it seems like Michaelele will stick to the Glock. And Fox at the last moment buys up a Tech 9, so that's it. And a flashbang for Stream. Sparrow with an entry frag. That's Hutten to try and surprise him. Sparrow down to 30 points of health. He is about to go down right there, and Hutten finds 2 frags already with a P250. That's the great thing for Kinguin. On an eco round, it rarely even happens that a guy finds 2 frags himself. But usually 2 frags is what teams are comfortable with after an eco. If they get a bomb plant, that's just extremely good. But 2 frags is the standard that you want to get. 12-10, Gamers2 actually bringing it pretty close. No idea if they can make the comeback just yet, but they're looking very good. Hutten just testing his gun before walking into the battlefield. And we have Michaelele with the AWP once again, so now Kinguin finally fully able to buy. Michaelele playing with a Glock and P250 in the 2 previous rounds, manages to find an entry frag, but then falls to Bows, and Scream peeks to try and take Bows out, but it's not going to be easy enough. Mouse manages to back away, actually goes there once again, and that was not the right choice. Got shot in the head immediately. And that's a 4-on-3. Innocent, Minis and Mihu trying to defend the sites. There's a man on each site, I think, and one of them will be rotating between. But let's take a look at Innocent. Okay, actually he was covering bomb site A. But that doesn't change the fact Kinguin is going for bomb site B, so that's even more of an advantage for them. But Miku just shooting through the smoke, gets 2 frags, but now Rain to nail down Gamers2. Down to a 1-on-2 Minis, the last man standing, trying to fight his way into the bomb site, but he cannot prevent the bomb from being planted. And he cannot really retake. Oh, actually, he gets the headshot on Fox. That was an incredible shot and kills Raid, who was very low on health. Didn't really require too much effort from him. 12-10 will be 12-11 after Gamers2 take this round. It was so close. Kinguin was supposed to take it. But Gamers2 to continue the comeback happen. And Kinguin once again struggling with the money. Had they not got the bomb plant, they would have been ecoing at this stage or force buying. But they managed to fully buy up because they got the plant. But Maniz, what a clutch play right there. He must have got a lot of credit for the team, from the team, for doing that. A little bit of a spray through the door from Gamers2, but they don't manage to deal a lot of damage. That's just 4 points of health gone for Hutten. That's one smoke from the T's to try and prevent Sparrow from taking them out with that AWP. As you could see, he was boosted up on top of the car and was trying to do exactly that. Now throws a good flashbang, but then goes down to Hütten. And a frag for Sparrow to stop the T's from entering the site at least. That's a good thing for Gamers2, but Michael to completely take it now. Finally the rotation comes, but Innocent gets shot down in his tracks. Mini's now here to try and refrag, but only gets one before going down, and that leaves Kinguin with 2-man advantage. And Mihu the last man standing. He does have a full set of nades still to work with, but there's no time to really throw them. Manages to get one frag at least, so that's something, but Michael is just waiting here and pulls the trigger. Through the smoke, gets the headshot. (13-11). Kinguin, after some time, after quite a bit of time, actually take a round back. That's a good thing. Let's bring up the scoreboard. Now, Gamers2 looking much more evened out, and that was the case for Kinguin when I checked a couple rounds ago. And you can see that Fox is not performing at all on overpass. Waiting for Menese's push to come, and he's gonna get that frag. Gamers2, they are ecoing on top of that. That gives Kinguin round number 14. And once again, as I already mentioned on Mirage, when you get round number 14, it's very hard to stop from winning the whole map. Of course, chokes happen, comebacks happen. But when you get that round number 14, your confidence is so high. Oh, but Innocent and Mouse finding frags and actually getting themselves an advantage by that. Mihu waiting behind the site. And he's gonna get the frag on Hütten. That's perfect for Gamers2. Now they have 3 weapons to work with. And Kinguin, they got the bomb planted, but they are man down. And Gamers2 with weapons. Ah, but Michael with that great frag on Mouse. Oh, Scream shot at his own teammate. And that was tight. I think Michael got a little bit sweaty there, but Mihu trying to go for the defuse. Oh, Scream was up close. He's still gonna get it. 10 seconds to defuse the bomb. That's gonna be close, but he'll still win the round for Gamers2. 13-12, and now this map is just so close. Mirage was the map of choice for Gamers2, but they are putting up a better fight here on the map of Kinguin. Hütten with a deagle, that might deal a little bit of damage. Scream with a Tech 9, same thing. Can also inflict a little bit of damage to the enemies and pick up a weapon very quickly. But then the rest of the team without a Kevlar, all P250s. A lot of damage dealt to Michael, and he's gonna go down, but actually Innocent runs out of bullets and has to switch to a USB. That lets Scream get a frag. That's a great opening for him. But then Sparrow to pretty much kill their hopes. And the last man standing now is Hütten. But that eagle leaves Sparrow at 6 points of health, so the chances of him getting that frag were quite big. But in the end didn't manage to get it. That's yet another round for Gamers2. That's once again Kinguin kicking off with a bye. So there we go. That's where it gets hot. Both teams sitting on 13 rounds. Both teams need 3 more. Only 3 more to win the map. For Kinguin, that might also mean winning the whole match. 2-0. For Gamers2, that might mean getting a single point, which is quite a bit of something, because they already lost one and tied one up. So they only have 1 point in the league. They don't want to lose another match. You have to get back in the table, in the standings. So, as Rain is down to 1 point of health and Hütten down to 31, it actually looks quite good for them. But Scream with a frag. Michael hit Scream. A little bit of a misplay right there. Rain drops very quickly to Innocent, and Mouse comes in with a great play to find 2 last man from Kinguin. 14-13 in favor of Gamers2. If they split it up, if they split the points up, it doesn't really matter. Everything is better than losing. I'll bring up the standings right after the match too. Match. That's the great word. I need it very much because every single time I want to say match, but it's actually a map. So a match will be great. Sparrow kills Rain. Fox, Michael with frags though, and they only have pistols in their hands. That's great, they can pick up the weapons. A 3-on-2 right now, but Mouse yet again. He's a great clutcher for Gamers2. Gets yet another frag and is probably aware of where Scream is at the moment. Scream only 10 points of health. He will fall to anything. And there we go, Miku with the backstab. 15-13 in favor of Gamers2. Just one more round. And Gamers2, oh, they do have enough money to buy up. They're not even struggling. That's not even a force buy. And on the other hand, same goes for Kinguin. I mentioned that because Gamers2 lost a lot of people in the previous rounds. Sometimes, even if you win a round, you will have to play a mixed buy or an eco because you don't have enough money, simply. And that's usually the case on the CT side. And a clean sweep to finish that round off for Gamers2. Great performance from them. And that would be it for today's match. Kinguin versus Gamers2. 1-1. The match ends up with a tie. And I promised you the standings. There you go. So TSM, I'm sorry, that's the wrong group. Navi on 7 points, Virtus Pro on 5 points, Flipside on 3 points, but now Dignitas on 2 and Gamers2 now sitting on 2 points, Kinguin on 1. That's great for Gamers2 because if Kinguin won that match, they would have got to 3rd place immediately. And Gamers2 would be sitting at the last spot of the league. You never want to find yourself in such a spot, and they already played 4 matches. That's the most out of all the teams. There's Dignitas and Envious who also, and TSM who also played 4 matches, but no one played 5. So Gamers2 in a very bad spot at the moment, but at least they didn't lose this match. And Kinguin, that's only the first match in the CounterPit League. I think it's a good start. They won the first map, it was the map of choice for Gamers2, and they almost won the second one. It's 16-13, it was extremely close. You cannot say they weren't good. So yeah, that would be it for today's matches. Thanks a lot for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the matches and the commentary. My name is Neurointegrate. I very much liked my time spent here, and you can check me out on Facebook and Twitter. That's on Facebook /Neurointegrate, on Twitter @Neurointegrate, and also /Neurointegrate. So yeah, thanks a lot for tuning in. I hope you will for the next matches of CounterPit 2, and see you there. Have a good night.